Okay, communion with God. So up until this point, your story has been all about you. It's been about your suffering and your trauma and your inner work and your anger and your grief and your healing. And you're letting the past go and you're finding your true path and your true heart and your way of being in the world in a totally free way. And that's all good. That's all natural. It's all necessary. And once we get to this stage, that falls away. And what emerges is what's present is your connection with Spirit. And the way that manifests is in two great ways. The two things that you want to do and that bring you the greatest joy are sharing love with others, with all beings, wherever you go, and serving the world in whatever specific way you have come to serve. So love and service are the two natural expressions of being in this state of union with the divine, communion with the divine. And this has dove, eagle, tiger, great blue heron, and deer. A lot of crown opening energy here for staying connected with Spirit. So we've got dove for peace, for finding divine peace at the center of our heart. We've got eagle that we talked about yesterday for opening that crown chakra wide and knowing your connection with Spirit. Tiger for quieting your thinking mind and coming into the pure, raw awareness of the present moment. I call the tiger the Zen master. Because when I take tiger, my mind just gets very still. So it's really good for meditation and other spiritual practice stuff. And it's really good in communion with God for helping us to quiet that busy bee mind and just know the presence of the now. And then great blue heron. I love this one for knowing this and experiencing the serenity that comes through knowing your connection with Spirit. So it's a different kind of peace. It's like the calmest calm, the most peaceful peace that is possible for you to experience as you experience your connection with Spirit. So you see there's a lot of energy here about making these strong and profound connections with the divine. Deer for pure awareness and even connecting to the deepest levels of awareness being the nature of creation. A deer is so aware as they go. I saw one just yesterday evening here. They're so aware all the time of what's happening around them. And in the essence, this manifests as awareness at a practical level of what's going on in your life, and at a deeper level, connecting to this level of pure divine awareness. So this is the end of the path because it's the end of the sequence, but it's also the beginning of a new journey because evolution continues after communion with God. There's still great steps in evolution to take, but it's an evolution that's for the most part free from all that stuff that we've been dealing with in the past. Or the inner work and the healthy anger and the grieving heart were the tools that helped us get through that. This is this combination, sometimes, communion with God, can be very effective with people who are suffering from depression. When you're depressed, your crown chakra is like locked closed. There's no connection. You're like alone in the universe, in the abyss of the universe, and there's no light, there's no hope. And if you can just get that crown chakra to open just a little bit, it can be a tremendous relief to a depressed person. And there's so much crown opening energy in communion with God, with the eagle and the tiger and the great blue heron, plus the deer, and then the dove for the peace, This sometimes works in helping people find some space around their depression. Like a glimpse, it's kind of like it's raining all the time and all of a sudden the sun just comes out for a moment. And that one moment can change a life because they see it doesn't have to always be this hard. So if you're working with chronically depressed clients, I would try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's worth a shot.